Death has always been a sacred moment for all cultures in the world, including Indonesia. Not unlike birth, death is also celebrated with great rituals even though it is full of sorrow. This ritual aims to deliver and honor the dead to eternal life. Indonesia, which consists of hundreds of ethnic groups, has different and unique traditions in celebrating death. These unique traditions are sacred traditions that have been going on for hundreds of years and are still preserved and held firmly by the community. Traditions of celebrating death as a sacred ritual include Ngaben in Bali, Rambu Solo in Toraja, Tiwa of the Dayak tribe of Kalimantan, and Marapu funeral ceremonies in Sumba. The people of Sumba adhere to Marapu teachings, believing that life is ephemeral or temporary. After death, they will live eternally in the spirit world, in Pri Marapu, the eternal paradise of Marapu ancestors. Therefore, to achieve perfection of the soul of the deceased, the Sumbanese people will carry out complicated and long traditional Sumbanese funeral traditions. Death is a sad event. The funeral procession was filled with mourning. However, in Sumba, where death involves almost all levels of society, this mourning event resembles a traditional party. While the body of the deceased is buried in the funeral home, people came in droves to express their condolences. There was crying, there was prayer, there was also laughter. Throughout the day and night, traditional music such as gongs, drums and dances are played. The bereaved family welcomes mourners with betel nut, tea, coffee and pork. Mourners come to the funeral home bringing something to ease the burden on the bereaved family. According to customary law, mourners from married sisters are required to come with animals such as horses, cows or buffalo. Meanwhile, the brother of the wife of the bereaved family is obliged to bring a pig. For the general public they usually bring long Sumba woven cloth. Uniquely, when welcoming mourners, the bereaved family will beat the gong accompanied by traditional dances for mourners who bring horses, buffalo, pigs, or family guests of honor. Sumba people's tombs are made from natural stone which is quarried and has a flat shape. During the mourning period, when women cry and wail, the mourning period can last up to 7 days. Meanwhile, the adult men look for gravestones. The gravestones are taken from the mountains, tied with a rope, then pulled in a chain by the men to the designated burial place while accompanied by songs in Sumbanese. This large flat stone is used in the graves of the people of Sumba. The shape of the Sumbanese people's meal is like a flat table, where at the head there is a tall stone. This stone has been carved into the shapes of animals, musical instruments, and so on. The funeral ceremony for followers of the Marapu faith has 2 stages. In the first stage, the body is wrapped in layers of woven cloth and then placed in a casket with a diameter of 1.50 centimeters made of dried buffalo skin. The body is placed in a position like a fetus in the mother's womb. This position symbolizes rebirth in the paradise of Marapu in a holy state. The body is then placed in the traditional house to await the next ceremonial procession. The body is guarded by Papangong or Atanandi who also acts as a mediator with the spirit world. The day before the first stage of the procession is completed, the Queen or Marapu priest leads the Pahadang ceremony. In this procession the gravestone is prepared. The size of the gravestone depends on the social status of the body. In the second stage, the body is carried and paraded in a procession accompanied by Sumbanese dances and songs. Sumbanese horses and soldiers dressed in traditional clothing led by Atanandi accompanied the body to the megalith stone grave cemetery. After the body was placed inside, the stone grave was closed. Sumbanese traditional funerals involve a large number of people and require enormous costs. Therefore, not all deaths can be immediately buried in a new grave. Sometimes it takes years before the bereaved family can bury the body in a megalith tomb.